Hey yo, what's going on with the viewers of the tube? Tyler here of chicocrypto, coming to you not live, not in the studio, but out in this beautiful backyard in Chico, California once again. And Bitcoin, not doing too much. Price has been pretty boring lately. The past week we've been bouncing between 24k to 25k. Past 2 weeks bouncing around 23k to 25k, and the past month 21k to 25k. So not much is going on. Been some action, you know, but for the most part it's been a sideways market. So what do I want to talk about? My major warning, you know, my urgent message to Bitcoin investors is do not get bored in these markets, my friends. It's easy to get bored, especially in the fast-paced arena of crypto. When things aren't moving by 10 to 20% per day, the markets get bored. And when you get bored, you lose sight of your own prize. Focus on that prize. Focus on your goals. Focus on accumulation down towards the bear market bottom. We may be near the bottom. I mean, we may go down a little bit lower. There's always that possibility. But in regards to other bear markets, my friends, we're pretty close. I mean, bear market, after the first halving cycle, we went down by 85%. The bear market after the second halving cycle down by 84%. And now after this third halving cycle, where are we? We went down when we got to our low of about 17.5k. That was about a negative 74% from the all-time high of around 69k. So previous cycles were only 10% away, you know, from the same percentage as these previous cycles. So we are near the bottom. And when people get bored, you know, they start speculating on dumb ass shit. If you haven't seen what has been going on in the crypto markets lately, boredom causes, you know, altcoins to start pumping, especially the shat altcoins. I mean, Shiba was pumping. Well, that was because people were getting bored. Now, if the bear market isn't over, Shiba's going to get wrecked with the next downturn. Again, you're losing sight of your goals, you know, if you want to accumulate and get in the best position for the next run. Right now isn't the time to be looking at Shiba Inu, Shiba Glinu, all those different freaking meme coins out there. You're going to eventually get wrecked. Because in previous cycles, Bitcoin dominance always starts increasing significantly towards the end of the cycle. I mean, last one we got up to 60, almost 70% Bitcoin dominance. And Bitcoin dominance isn't even near that right now. So again, you guys, we may go back down, but that doesn't matter in the large scheme of things, you guys. So, what am I talking about? We got to talk about the macro things in the crypto environment and beyond. So, we are actually rediscovering, as we speak, sound money. We have moved away from sound money, especially after we went off the gold standard. You know, in the 70s, officially off the gold standard. We kind of went off it kind of before that, I mean just after World War II, but we officially went off the gold standard in the 70s with Nixon. So sound money has went down the drain, you know. We're also moving into the end of the fourth turning, you guys. So there's this theory out there about turnings and cycles, generational cycles. The generations last about 80 to 100 years, and within that there are 4 cycles. There's prosperity, you know, there's the awakening, I can't remember the third one, but it's finished with crisis. And as of right now, we are in the crisis of, you know, these turning cycles. I think it was created by not Alan Turing, but another guy. And basically, you know, after World War II was the prosperity period. You know, in the 60s and 70s, that was the awakening period. You know, from 80, 90 to early 2000 up to 2008, you know, that was that third cycle that I can't remember. And then the fourth cycle, which we're currently in, is the crisis cycle, where everything goes... Oh, it's not a bad thing, though. Again, you guys, you got to keep your boredom out of everything, you know, and focus on the big picture. These short-term price movements in Bitcoin and crypto assets, they mean little in the face of these mega trends, because we also have another big battle coming, you know, in this crisis turning. We are actually going to have authoritarian CBDCs. It's coming. I mean, there's ones deployed already in some nation states. China's one of them. Versus, you know, sovereign crypto and Bitcoin. It's going to be a freaking massive war, you guys. And the people, they should win. I mean, as you can see what's going on in the traditional world of politics and everything, I mean, Democrats and Republicans, they're one and the same. They're one goal, and that is to feed the rich and starve the poor. The poor are eventually going to figure this out. We are already figuring this out. And once we do, sound money is going to take over once again. Sovereign money. So Bitcoin, you know, even in the face of, you know, a bear market, Bitcoin has been doing extremely well, you guys. BTC is growing. 1 billion Bitcoin addresses, total Bitcoin addresses ever created, was just passed. And we're getting near 1 million Bitcoin address that own 1 Bitcoin or higher. This is massive, you guys. It shows that people are still looking at Bitcoin and figuring out, you know, a decentralized money is better than a centralized authoritarian money. But now let's talk a little bit about altcoins after my warning. My warning is do not get bored. Keep focusing on the gosh dang prize, you guys. I'll admit it, even myself these past few weeks has been getting pretty bored. Content hasn't been flowing out like it normally does, but I sat myself down today and I said, all right, Tyler, you gotta focus, and you gotta keep focusing. So this week I'm planning to put out my best content possible. We will see about that. But moving on to altcoins, the ETH merge is in exactly 1 month, you guys. September 15th is pretty much confirmed as the ETH merge date. Vitalik even spoke on it as the date. So it's going to be a contentious, you know, we are going to have a hard fork as the miners try to fork the chain and keep it proof of work. So I've talked about this ETH POW, you know, for every Ethereum you own, you're going to get 1 ETH W as it gets released. So it's free money, you guys. Even though this is a complete shat chain, I'm not supporting ETH POW, ETH W whatsoever. It will eventually go to zero or, you know, go down in the ranks of the crypto markets. But this is free money, so you do want to maximize your on-chain ETH. That means you want to withdraw your ETH from exchanges, because some of these exchanges might not support ETHW, and that means they get your ETHW tokens. So again, withdraw all your ETH from exchanges. Now this one is pretty dang risky. Yeah, it is risky, and this is not financial advice, and I'm not saying anyone go do this, but it's possible if you have some stable coins, you know, or some other crypto assets that you can use as collateral, why not get a DeFi loan for ETH, you know, and then right when, you know, you get the ETH POW, ETHW, repay it back, and, you know, you have some extra money. Pay back after. And then once, you know, you guys, this happens, Centralized exchanges are already saying they're going to support this fork, so make an account on these centralized exchanges to dump it, and dump it as quick as possible, because I think it'll reach its peak probably. It may reach its peak even before, but within 1 to 2 days, you know, I think we're going to be on a downtrend that's not going to recover for ETHW. Now, I also want to talk about real yield altcoins. Altcoins that are paying actual yield from the protocol itself. I'm probably going to be doing a video on real yield altcoins, and my number one pick I got to talk about is GMX. It has been doing lovely lately. It is experiencing a pullback, but that is okay. But there are other real yield altcoins out there, and I'm gonna be covering them this week, so tune in for that, you guys. Well, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Remember, do not get bored. This is an urgent message, because I was even feeling the boredom, and I felt like I had to make a video to explain to you guys, keep your eye on the prize, keep researching, keep accumulating, and we should all make it as we move into the 5th Bitcoin cycle. Cheers, viewers. I'll see you next time.